Tickets are on sale for KFC Radio Live. Click the link in the bio, get yours, come out and hang with the boys.
I'd imagine times have certainly changed, though. I'm pretty sure you're doing well for yourself now, so that's got to be a big life change.
Yeah, this year, man, I just started making money.
Was that
dude.
it? I wasn't sure, we're interviewing a lot more comedians now.
Mm-hmm.
I actually, as much podcast stuff as we do, I don't really listen to them. So I'm just starting to get more of a feel for comedians and what's going on the industry. And I feel like you just kind of recently popped, but I didn't know if that was just because I didn't know the scene, or so you think this year is really when it really started to take off?
Yeah, I would say probably like in the last 9 months.
Wow, really?
And really after the.
You had a special a couple years ago, though, no?
I had a special a couple years ago, but it didn't do anything. It didn't do anything.
What, so if you just started making money, but you had a Netflix special.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
So that they don't pay you for that? I mean, obviously they pay you, but
they pay you.
But it's not big money.
Yeah, it's not big money. Like after everything's all said and done, I think maybe I probably took home like 50 grand from it. But when you think about, or maybe 70 grand, but when you think about, it was 12 years worth of material, like
the return on investment there is not the best.
It's not huge. Yeah.
That's interesting because I know the joke is kind of like everybody gets a special these days.
Yeah.
But that's not true. Like we didn't, but to know that you only
Francis out there one, the freaking 12th member of the Von Dutches or whatever. What's that singing family from the mountains? The fucking
Sound of Music with Francis Ellis. That's perfect, man.
Dude,
that's perfect.
Bro.
That's exactly what he is.
Von Traps.
Von Traps.
Yeah, the Von Traps.
By the way, I do have to shout out Francis. He's the one who set this all up. So shout out to him. Appreciate that.
And it was nice. I mean, he's going to be on stage in Medford tonight.
Tonight at the Chevalier.
Yeah.
Which is, that's a pretty premier theater, man.
Is it? Somebody said it's a real shithole, but I'm excited to be there.
I think it's a lot of people. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Like. Yeah. There's a lot of bodies and a lot of money coming in. So.
Oh, dude.
But so you'd say
Let's do that White Snake. Let's start a fire, bro, and see who's who. You know what I'm saying? Or who was that band that died? White what? White. Whites died in it though, but I think 60 whites died, and that was out in Providence, and R.I.P. too, man.
That's what I know what you're talking about. Fucking.
That was a dark turn. Man.
It's like a famous Rhode Island fire. I forget the name of the band as well.
Bro, remember your fires, dude. A lot of people died, bro.
You're like a Rhode Island dude too. You gotta know these things, man.
It was a long time. I was young,
bro. It wasn't that long ago.
It was. I'm gonna Google it right now. Rhode Island Club fire. I bet I was no older than 12.
Yeah. I feel like that was going on more recently. I feel like I kind of remember that.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Shout out to those people, though, man. That's
White Snake, I think a lot. It was like a...
Here I go again. Those guys? People died in a White Snake?
No, it's called Great White.
White.
I was 14.
Wow.
But it was at the station fire.
Well, rest in peace to those people.
Yeah, rest in peace.
So this last 9 months is really when it's been going down. I feel like. So what does that mean? Do you mean you're out in L.A. or whatever? Like what changed in the last 9 months for you?
Well, I think Joe Rogan really gave me a lot of support by having me on his podcast a couple times.
He's a fucking kingmaker,
dude. It's the mafia. It's like he kisses you on the cheek and you're a made man and you're in with him and Bert and
he runs the world. I mean, it's crazy how there's no articles that I've heard he gets 40 million listens a week.
I've heard more. Yeah, I've heard it's like. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like over 120 million a month, some shit. It's crazy.
Like, dude. That's crazy. I mean, it's just like, and I think I think Hollywood got a little too narrow. I think they got too insular or something. I don't know what that word, fully means.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. It also sounds like maybe something from astrology, like the moon's going to pass by somewhere. But, and then, so they got too narrow. And so people wanted to just talk and listen and have
some alternative type of shit, and he's the fucking don of it. I mean, as much as podcasts are mainstream now, it is still, compared to TV and all the other mediums, it is, the new shit. But he dominates it.
Yeah.
How do we get in? How do we get in?
You guys are doing fine.
I don't know, man. We're not doing Rogan Mafia fine.
And I think there really is these level. There's like a comfortable level, and then there's him in this. He's kind of like the moon.
So I like this astrology theme here. I like. Yeah. So what like how did your Rogan experience, pun intended, go? Like, did you do you like try to get in with him, or you just get lucky and he likes you, or like? Yeah,
I didn't even know. I mean, I knew of him. And I was scared of fighting and stuff, so I wasn't really into the MMA that much. Even though I just talked to my buddy Dustin Poirier on the phone, who's going to be the next freaking champ. Max Holloway, look out, dude. Fucking shoulders McGillicuddy Max Holloway out there. But anyway, I don't know a lot of that means, but anyway,
you just said, but yeah.
But I remember I got a DM from him one time in my Twitter inbox, and it was like 11 o'clock at night, and it was like, "Hey man, let's podcast."
Dude,
and I just fucking
that's it.
Yeah,
that's the DM. Like that, you get that, it's like my career is made. Honestly, like your life will never be the same after that.
I felt like I just felt welcomed into this kind of like little universe, kind of, you know. And then after that, he's also just been super nice, and he's had me back on there, and we didn't even know each other really, so it was almost like we just gotten to know each other in that space. And that's not an interview. That's like an audition. That's a job interview, not a podcast interview. I'm like trying to prove myself. Yeah,
but
that's pearly gates. That's like loitering around the pearly gates.
That's
right.
what we had Bert on a couple months ago probably, and Bert was talking about when he showed up, and he's like, I'm just gonna tell you, I need an hour to fanboy. And he got in there, and he's like, I ran around, I was playing pool. He's like, I was like a kid in the candy shop. And then I got worn out, and I was like, okay, now we can podcast.
But what's funny is that was a while back, and I said to him like, "Oh, would you recommend doing that now?" And he was like, "Fuck no, Joe would hate you if you did that now."
Yeah.
So I feel like the fact that you got in now when things already have really popped, I think that's a big testament to like what you're doing out there, because I don't think he lets just anybody into the crew, really, you know?
Yeah, it's like a thing he chooses. You can't like ask him about it.
Right.
You know, it's like
it's some mafia shit. It's crazy. He's the Godfather.
It really kind of is, man. And then Joey Diaz has been very supportive. Coco Diaz. I mean, that guy calls me once a week just to see like how I'm doing, like on a human level, like what's going on. And but then, yeah, so I think the comedy was going. I've been working hard at the comedy. You know, I've been doing it for about 14 years. And then it kind of just all kind of came a little bit to a head. And then also, like, Hollywood, I feel like, to me, you know, all the celebrities kind of went one way in the election, and it seemed like they were judging the rest of America as if they were seceding from the country or something, you know, and that is what it is, right? But it left this whole, people were angry. I was angry. People were making fun of where I was from, you know, or just it felt like that vibe. And so I think there was just kind of this, and there's no Southern people. They haven't even put a Southern person on television in, I don't think, 20 years. I mean, I can't even imagine how much Blake Shelton gets hit up to do everything, you know. It's like there hasn't been a comedian.
Guy,
yeah.
Well, we had Luke Bryan on Tuesday. He's your American Idol guy.
Was that awesome?
Yo, he's the fucking man.
Is he handsome? What's he like, bro? I like women, but what is he?
I like women too, and I was like, I get it.
Yeah,
call me up. Like, I don't, you know, I know who he is, of course, but I don't really know his music, and I don't know him that well. So I was kind of like, what's the big deal? Let's see what happens. He walked off the elevator. I was like, damn. Tall guy, handsome.
He's one of those people. Like we've had a lot of celebrities.
Oh, he's like
nice
Santa.
Tan.
Yeah.
He's
got one
sharp.
of those vibes where it's just like, okay, I know you're somebody. Like, whatever you say, whatever you do, fucking matters. You have power.
Yeah,
you
he feels
feel
it. Yeah,
like a superhero, like Captain Marvel. We saw that Monday night, and like she's got like those powerful fists that just like radiate, and like that's his whole body.
Oh, imagine if he comes on your back, bro. Fucking, you know,
it's just hot. It's
like yeah, it's like going down a water slide without even going down one. You know, it probably just feels fucking cool. You know, if you're into that kind of stuff, dude.
If you're into come on your back, no big deal, man.
Which I've never been into, dude. I did have a bird shit on my back at the beach once,
That's
and I
gotta be
fucking
similar.
got nervous. Yeah, I got nervous that maybe I'd fallen asleep in kind of a men's area, you know. But I do.
Beach, somebody come on me. What's going on here? Someone jerking off on me.
And also remember there was like the like everything got very like men were scared. Remember like a year and a half ago, men were like scared.
Still
like,
going on, man. It's still tough. It's like,
but so I think there was just this zeitgeist where it was like, you know, it was just. I don't know. And that's how I think podcasts really popped as well to another level, because it was like the place where men could talk about stuff, even their own fears and stuff. You know?
Yeah. I mean, that's what we do here is we joke around.
Yeah, we don't really talk about being men because we're not.
Yeah, everybody talks about being the alpha male, and we're like, we're beta boys, man. We just, you know, we're not that tough. We're not that cool. We'll just fucking, you can come on my back, whatever.
Wow.
Yo, so, but
Rogan, I mean, yeah, I think that definitely, him being supportive. And he doesn't act like, you know, he just lends his support. You know, he's like, you know, when he said some nice things and stuff like that really kind of picked me up. Like Like I remember after the podcast, he kind of called me and said, "Hey man, you know, I just want to let you know that I think you're a funny guy, and if there's anything I can do to help you out, you know, just let me know."
That's crazy.
And he didn't have to do that, you know. So it's some of that extra level stuff kind of made me feel even more, you know, not like
Accepted.
Yeah, just accepted.
Yeah.
Were you?
And I think for so long I just wanted to be like accepted. You know, it's what we all kind of want.
Hell yeah.
And then Chris D'Elia, well, like we fuck around with each other. He's rich, dude. You know,
Yeah.
and so
You see, he's on Netflix. He's got. You
been-
didn't watch that show, did
No,
you?
I didn't.
I mean,
I heard he got.
that was
I've heard of it, and I know getting a part
that
on it
was
is a big deal.
Yeah, recurring role
He's
on season
rich,
2. That's no
dude.
joke.
Bro, he got a tattoo of Scrooge McDuck on his fucking back, bro.
Oh, wow.
How rich is that?
Yeah, you better be real rich. To be honest, I don't know if you Scrooge McDuck dollars is reserved for like fucking Bill Gates, man.
That's
like
true.
that's Jeff Bezos money. Shit.
So he's really crazy, but
Yeah,
Were
gotta-
you scared to call Rogan back? Because like I'm
Yes.
I'm so like if someone's like call me if I can help at all, I'm serious. I'm like he's not fucking serious.
Yeah.
He's just being nice,
Yeah,
and I'll
he's
never
being
call him
polite.
back. So, but you called.
I was scared to I was scared to. I was like, when I got the DM from him on Twitter, I was like, do I message him back? Do I wait till tomorrow? Who am I right now?
Right,
you know,
right.
Am I
Am
like
I
a
hard
guy-
to get, or am
Yeah.
I like hell yeah, I'm eager? Yeah.
Am I a guy that went to bed early tonight? You know, after some fucking
Sorry, man, I was
veal
out late.
Parmesan? Yeah. So
All right, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Click that button.
Or I'll cut off my finger.